What's up, y'all? It's Kyle with Killer Darts, and in today's video we're going to be going over the outs 38, 39, and 40. So starting off with 38, this is a double. Obviously you could always go straight for the double 19. I actually like going for this double even though I don't like the bottom of the board, but double 19 is good. If you hit inside, then you have 19 left. The single 3 is right here for the double 8. Now, if you do want to split on this shot, then again, guys, you could use the wedge right here. This is probably the way that you're going to split if you do split this shot, because single 6 leaves 32, which is double 16. Now, using the wedge, if you're throwing at the single 6 and you do happen to hit the 10, that's fine too, because it gives you 2 darts at double 14. So when you're splitting this shot, keep that 610 wedge in mind. It comes up a lot as we've seen over the past few videos. So if you're going to split, the 610 wedge is the way that I recommend. But there is other ways that you could go depending on what you favor. If you like the right side of the board, you could go single 18 for double 10. You just got to watch out for the triple right there. So I really don't recommend going that way. But if you're pretty confident you're going to hit the single and you like double 10, that's fine. You could go that way. You could go single 2 for double 18. If you like double 18, that's the way to go on that shot. Or you could go single 14 for double 12. You know, there's so many options to go, guys. Just depend on which double that you like. Now, all the doubles that I'm showing y'all, they all do break down. I'm not showing you like 8 for double 15. You don't ever want to go that way because 15 don't break down. If you hit inside, you're stuck with 1 dart in hand and you can't do anything with it. Now for the next shot, 39, there's again multiple ways that you could go. You could go single 19 for double 10 if you like the right side of the board. You could go single 15 for double 12. If you like double 12, that's a good way to go. But again, here comes another big wedge in the game, the 7, 19, 3. These shots come up constantly. They're always good to keep in mind. So 39, really one of the most popular ways to go here would be single 7 for double 16. They're right next door to each other. Probably the best way to go. If you do drag over, you hit the single 19, you have a dart at double 10. Or if you hit the single 3, you have a dart at double 18. So you could use this big wedge here and pretty much guarantee yourself a dart at a double. Just make sure you don't hit the triple 19. Now, finally, we make it to 40. Double 20 and double 16 are your best doubles on the board. You always want to try to leave these. Double 20 comes up more times than double 16 will. Don't force yourself to go for double 16 when you could just leave double 20. So double 20, this shot, you always go for it. This shot breaks down 20, 10 to 5. Now something that I want to point out here, if you have 3 darts in hand and you hit inside on the 20, inside on the 10, you have 10 left. If your opponent is on a finish, then you have to go for this double 5 with your last dart in hand. Now, if your opponent is not on a finish, meaning he's on like 200 and you went 20, 10, you got 10 left with 1 dart in hand, think about busting this shot, because you don't want to throw at this, hit inside, and then come back to the board with double 5, with 5 left. It could always get tricky from there. So if your opponent's not on an out, you started on 40, I always recommend if you get down to double 5 with 1 dart, that you bust this shot. Now, the way to bust this shot, guys, is this wedge right here, 12, 9, 14, 11. Any one of these that you hit will bust your score. So keep that in mind when you're going to bust a shot, 10 or under. Use this side of the board. We'll get more into busting shots the further that we go. But 1 dart in hand, your opponent's not on an out, bust this shot, guys. Now, if he is on an out, or she, always go for this double. Don't ever underestimate your opponent, because it's going to come back to burn you if you do bust, and then they take out a big shot. Now you're sitting there scratching your head, looking stupid. So always keep that in mind. When you get down to it, if your opponent's on out, go for it. If he's not, bust. Now, guys, if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, let me know what y'all think about the videos, or, you know, ways that y'all like to go on this shot. Be a little interactive. I'll try to respond, and we'll go from there. So keep practicing, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.